Hi, welcome to another episode of Mr. Marty. Well, today I have a special request. I'm on the front runner train as usual, doing my very long commute to Ogden. Some of you may not be aware of this, but it's with both the buses and trains. I have to take 2 buses and 2 trains, which end up being about 2.5 to 3 hours each way, traveling from Salt Lake City to Ogden. So this video is kind of focused on my my Utah friends, because unfortunately my Mesa friends back in Arizona really can't help me with this endeavor. So I'm moving to Ogden, and I'm looking for a place, and here's basically what I'm looking for. I don't have a lot of stuff, so basically I'm just looking to rent a room, in someone's house. Someone maybe has a little bungalow or something, or what they call a mother-in-law house, a little thing in their little dwelling in their backyard or something, or again just a room in someone's house. Nothing fancy, nothing really elaborate. I don't have a lot of stuff. I don't need a lot of room. So here's basically what I need, and you might be able to help me with this, you might not, or maybe you know someone who can or whatnot. So I'm looking to pay somewhere between $300 and $400 a month. I'm paying $300 a month now in Salt Lake. It's nothing fancy. It's just a kind of a basement little room in this guy's house. It's kind of a little efficiency in his basement. But between 3 and 4, I don't really want to pay over 4, because I'm trying to economize here, because I'm making less money than I used to on my old job. So I'm looking to pay between $300 and $400 a month. I need, hopefully the utilities included in that, Wi-Fi. I need Wi-Fi definitely, and preferably furnished. And then here's the thing. Location definitely matters, as they say in real estate, location. So I would like to get in the North Ogden area, or as close as I can to the IRS Center, because that's where I go to work every day, and so I want to be as close to there as possible, so that, again, if, maybe I can fill in for another shift earlier in the morning or something. Basically I just want to, make myself as available as much as possible to Bright Horizons, wherever they might need me, because I just love these guys. I have absolutely fell in love with Bright Horizons and all the wonderful teachers there. So I definitely need as close as I can. So I really would not kind of want South Ogden, and I've heard stories. I don't really know much about the Ogden area, but I've heard North Ogden's preferable, and by strange coincidence, that's kind of where the IRS Center is. It's 12th Street, more north of in Ogden. So that's what I'm looking for. Looking for just, rent out a little room or something in someone's house, or a little bungalow, little mother-in-law attached dwelling or something, efficiency or whatnot. In what you have might not suit my needs. It might, maybe not. And then as far as myself as a tenant goes, I'll tell you a little about myself, if you don't already know me, if you're not one of my coworkers. I'm not LDS, but I live by LDS standards. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't use drugs. I don't, have women over spending the night, fornicating or other sinful things like that. I pretty much live a quiet, normal life, where I just basically work, come home, and go on the internet for a while, do a little writing, and then that's it, and I go to bed. And that's pretty much the crux of it. I spend a lot of time, this is my new home now, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time exploring Utah, so I'm really not home much. So if you know, or if you would happen to know someone who would have, a a little room or something they might want to rent out between $300 and $400 a month. And if it's, in North Ogden or near the IRS Center, maybe let's talk. So you can either contact me on Facebook, or if you work at the Bright Horizons Center in the IRS, then you can just tap my shoulder and say, hey, I saw your Facebook posting or whatnot. But anyways, that's what I'm looking for. So again, this is kind of more for my Utah friends on Facebook, as opposed to my Mesa friends who are not in a position due to the distance to assist me in this endeavor. So anyways, if you guys know of anything, just let me know. Just another episode of Mr. Marty on his long commute, trying to find a place to live in Ogden. And oh, by the way, and I'm kind of looking for a long term. I mean, I could do short term if that's all that was being offered, but really, honestly, I'm really looking for a long term. So that's kind of my so if you're looking for a stable tenant, and and you would charge between $300 and $400 a month, and you think I would be a good fit, then give me drop me a message on Facebook. So anyways, another episode of Mr. Marty on his way to work on the front runner train. It's kind of shaking a little bit now on the long commute home, or long commute to work. Freudian slip. Take care, folks. Bye.